All right, welcome to another video breakdown of Duke's loss against NC State. Look, thumbnail is not clickbait. Duke is soft. Duke showed they're soft last night. I tried to be the good guy all season, saying this Duke team, they're still legit. They have good things, but the flaws came out last night, and they are bad. This Duke defense is abysmal. Jared McCain cannot guard. You'll see Sean Stewart right here. He had tough stint. Just Duke's transition defense, awful. We're going to get right into it. It's going to be an ugly film session. But look, you gotta address the elephant in the room. Gotta address the elephant in the room. Right away. Sean Stewart's guy, what have we talked about on here? Face cuts. Cannot allow a face cut. Watch Sean Stewart's guy come long way diagonal right across his face. Comes to the ball. Sean Stewart's late. Easy two. Also, thanks everybody for 1,000 views, over 1,000 views in the Duke UNC breakdown. It truly means a lot that you guys are watching these. Filipowski, fantastic game by him, 28-14. But right here, miscommunication again. Not a great start for Sean Stewart. But also in Sean Stewart's defense right here, he points up really quickly for a lob. So he's expecting a lob. Filipowski puts it a little behind him, turnover. You got to look. I knew Duke's going to come out sloppy because of the rest period in between the final game, and this is day 3 of the tournament, but that was inexcusable. DJ Horn doing what he does best. Even that's a contest. Transition bucket by NC State. Filipowski is telling Sean Stewart to flash up. Him flashing up right here allows Duke to go over the top. So Sean Stewart's waving, or Filipowski's waving for Sean Stewart to go up. Sean Stewart goes up. Just simple basketball. Over the top. Probably should have been an and one. Nice finish by Filipowski. Again, great job of Filipowski. Here, Jared McCain. Look at the defense positioning. Just letting the best player on the court for NC State go straight downhill. Straight downhill, ticky-tack and one, but it still an and one. Ref called it. Just defensive positioning, guarding one-on-one with McCain. The last 2 games has not been great. Has not been great. Here, just Olay defense. Olay defense. Cannot let a guy like Horn just go straight to the rim. I mean, that's awful. Good shot fake by Filipowski. Tough play for Sean Stewart there. Block shot. Duke maintained possession. Good take by McCain. Arguably should have been an and one there if you can call it and one earlier. Again, straight line drive. This is a tough segment for Sean Stewart. We are 7 minutes into the game. He's been on the court for 3 minutes. Jab, he bites, straight line drive, and then put on a poster. Duke's closeouts, man, have been terrible. Been terrible. Just no containment. 0 contain to the rim. Good job by Filipowski here being patient and going into the chest of a shot blocker. He had 4 block shots, but good job by Filipowski there, just going right into his chest and finishing. One-on-one against Sean Stewart. Look, that's just tough. Sean Stewart, they're picking on you, but the little hop step, he's in rhythm. He's still dancing. I mean, it's an okay contest for a big man. It's a good contest for a big man, just over the top. NC State was feeling it. DJ Burns, and one. He only had 10 points this game. I think it was 4 of 11. But the recipe for success for Duke and Raleigh was let him go off and nobody else. Instead, it was the polar opposite. So here, this is going to work out in Duke's favor. But I would like to see Mark Mitchell more so just attack the empty space. Like, I know this is going to the dribble handoff or like try and get pick and roll to play with DJ Burns, but you're quicker than DJ Burns. So I don't see why he just can't go ISO one-on-one. McCain drop farther in the corner, Roach go down a step and Proctor go corner, McCain go down a step and Proctor go corner. Holy crap. Roach take a drop step. McCain on the other side drop away and let him go one-on-one. Instead, Duke does this action and it leads to a dunk. But this is just one out of probably like 5 or 6 possessions of the game where Mitchell could have just went one-on-one with him. Don't leave your feet. Don't leave your feet. Duke scrambling. That's just going to happen. Burns isn't a shooter, but gets the friendly roll. But stop leaving your feet on closeouts. Duke's closeouts are abysmal. Abysmal. Good play by Filipowski there. Don't know how that's not an and one. Close out again. Fine. Catch and shoot. Horn misses. Duke off and running. This is what Duke needs to do. Go. Roach isn't ready for the ball, but luckily he catches it. Proctor steps into one. Big shot by Proctor. Duke stepping into transition threes or layups. They need to get out and run more. Get out and run. Run. Good shot. Running again, Filipowski. Filipowski had 2 plays that I can think of in this game where I was like, that's a bad play. This is number 1. Just come down with it. Come down with it. Stop trying to rush it. I mean, look at that. Off balance. Now NC State's going. And then McCain, you got to do one or the other. Stop ball or get back underneath the goal. Instead, neither goes into a layup. Rub screen. Could have been a travel on Filipowski, but good rip through. Kept it high. Got the flush. Here we go. Closeout. Leave your feet. Let's Horn reset. Though McCain is there, he's in rhythm. Leaving your feet on a closeout. Reset dribble. Shot. Cash. Closeout under control. Ball screen action. Goes underneath. Good shot by Proctor. Proctor struggled shooting. He was like 3 of 11 or something. But look, the dude's played back-to-back games of 40 minutes, and then he played in this game. Like, there's going to be some regression there on shot making. Filipowski one-on-one, good. Into the body. Great job of Filipowski for all game, for just going into the body of the defender. Really proud of Filipowski. I just wish other people stepped up. And then here he goes with the steal. Could have been an and one there, just nitpicking there, but a lot of anticipation whistles in this game. Thought Duke could have got one there too. And sometimes referees like to reward hustle like this, but still a great finish by Filipowski. High-low action. Great catch by Mitchell. Come down with it. Flush. Good high-low action. Mitchell was shaky, but then he had 18. Power, that's a good look to what you're there for. Miss. This is the possession of the game that summed up the game right here. Possession of the game that summed up the game. 2-on-2 fast break. Roach, stop the big man in transition. Instead, you just do a half-ass reach through, and then he misses an easy bunny. You have 2 Duke guys underneath the goal. Proctor can't come down with it. Horn tips it out. Shire's pissed. The bench is pissed. One more to the guy that missed the layup. 3. Shire calls timeout to cuss him out. I mean, that's just absolute piss poor, shitty-ass effort by Duke right here. Just shitty effort. This is a team that does not want to win. They are soft mentally and physically. Look, Roach, stop ball. What the hell is that? To the rim, miss, no heart, loose ball. That's not a coaching thing. That's an effort thing. And that's led by number 3 right there. You got to step up and you got to make some sort of statement there. Attack the slower defender, and Burns, Mark Mitchell turns into Marksman Mitchell. Hits a long 2, and I think he hit 2 threes. McCain going to the rim. Good play by McCain offensively. Good play by McCain here. Again, get out and go. Always attack a defender that's backpedaling. Attacking the defender that backpedals results in high percentage shots. So D by Roach there. Again, just lost. What happened right here? Let's go back because I wasn't looking. So Mark Mitchell, I don't know what Mark Mitchell's doing right here. Mark Mitchell, your guy is over there. I've never seen a defender looking straight at the ball like this and his back's turned to his guy. He realizes he's nowhere near his man. Too late. 3. I mean, like, what the hell are we doing defensively? And this is just, look, this is a talented player making a good play right here. Horn. That's tough as hell. In D1, high-level D1 basketball, players are going to make difficult shots. You just can't give up the easy ones. And Duke gave up so many easy shots, easy possessions. This is a great play. A little inverted step, fade away from the contact. That's tough. You can't do anything about that. But you can do a lot of things about closing out and stopping teams in transition. And Duke has no backbone with that. And here, my God, Roach, what are we doing? We're playing out of bounds. Who cares if DJ Burns catches this ball right here? Instead, turn around. Butt should be underneath the rim facing the out of bounds guy because underneath the basket's the key to this whole thing. The key. The key. And where does the ball go? Right where you should have been. What are we doing? What are we doing? Like, be underneath the goal, Roach. Why are we double-teaming Burns and then you just step there doing nothing? McCain stands no chance coming off of that screen. That's why you're there guarding the inbounder. And Roach might be hurt, but I'm not going to speculate being injured. I'm strictly going off performance-based because that's all I know. In the last 2 games, he has been a no-show. I need 3 to step up in March because I know he can. He's done it. Filipowski, kick this out. I said you had 2 bad plays. This is number 2. Kick it out to Mitchell. Instead, you're going into just nothing there. There's no leverage offensively there. It's a jump ball. Duke maintains possession, but should have never happened. God almighty. Rebound the basketball. Box somebody out. Duke dominated, killed NC State on the glass last week. It was basically even in this game. Both teams, I think, had non-offensive rebounds. Proctor, Roach, ball watching. Guy crashes, splits you. Both of you are undersized. You should always find a body. Always find a body. There's one guy on Duke's team that doesn't need to find a body for defensive rebounding, Sean Stewart, and he's not on the court. Guards have to find a body. You can't just go and jump and go get it because that's what's going to happen. Find a body. Jesus, just bad basketball. And then here, McCain, like straight line drive right by you. Cormac Ryan did this. And Harrison Ingram and all these people. Like this is just Olay defense. Olay defense. Burns isn't setting the screens, just walking down, just late, slow, sluggish, cooked. Late, slow, sluggish, cooked. So this Duke defense looked like all night. Barbecue chicken. Good set here. Back screen for Filipowski. Gets a wide open look. Good job by Mitchell there, setting him up. You'll see Duke tries to run this a little later. Good finish. High percentage shots. Duke was getting, look, they scored 69 points. Duke missed a lot of easy looks, too. Go under this. Why the hell are you trying to go over this? Why the hell are you going into DJ Burns? Go under this. Filipowski giving you a gap, Roach. Go under this. Instead, you get hit. You're cooked. He drags it out. Burns is there. Layup. That's started by 3 here. That's number 3. Middlebrooks or whatever is not going to pull from right there. Go underneath the screen and meet him on the other side. Instead, he takes one more step out to make Filipowski drag out, and that gives Burns that lane because Mark Mitchell has to play too. And Mark Mitchell tries his best, but that's not his fault at the end of the day. That's at the top of this whole thing. Duke's guards were so bad last night, offensively and defensively. Point blank, period. The reason Duke lost the game. Handoff, Roach, big three. Cut it to 6. But here, I hate that this cuts right here because I can't remember why Duke trapped, and I don't understand the trap right there because that sets up Duke's off balance the rest of this possession. So now Mitchell, I would tell Mitchell here to stay where you are and just let that space be unoccupied until Filipowski can get back, and then maybe y'all can double Burns. There's no need to go out there to Burns because now Roach is on the back end playing too. He's playing the cutter, and then he's playing the skip pass for a 3. So Roach is kind of cooked here. He can't really do much, and it all came from trapping Horn near the coach's box, which I don't understand why that happened. So Roach does the right thing. You take away the free cutter, and then you just got to live with an uncontested 3 by Roach's guy. But that's not Roach's fault because Duke was scrambling that whole time. So I don't know what happened there. I wish I could have saw the whole play. This is the same action earlier that Filipowski got the layup from the block. NC State counters. And you can tell this is a possession where Duke's pressing. Duke is really pressing mentally because this should just be an easy like pick and roll here. Proctor just kind of like hesitates, freaks out, throws it to Mitchell. Mitchell wasn't expecting it. He gives it back to Proctor. Proctor goes downhill and just throws something up, but luckily Mitchell's there and lays it in. Like, you can tell Duke's rattled. This whole possession, it just screams, I don't know what's going on. Somebody help me, please. Just discombobulated, weird forced layup. Luckily, Mitchell was there to clean it up. Why are we going for that steal? Why are we going for that steal? McCain, I get it, but you can't go for that. Can't go for that. Duke's guards defensively last night. God almighty. Marksman Mitchell. You know what they say? When you need a 3, just go to him. A little cross screen for Filipowski. Good move by Flip. Good, strong spin by Flip. Goes back to it. Just very proud of him last night. Very proud of him. Cross screen. Proctor has open look. I don't know what happened with Proctor. Like, he looked so good in the first half, and then he was so timid, as you saw earlier, with that forced layup. And you see right here, he scores a layup here, but shoot that. Shoot that. Luckily, he gets that layup, but there's plenty of times in a game where if you pass up the open one, it comes back to backfire. It didn't happen there, though. Horn trying to get around the double, scramble drill. Jared McCain, straight line drive and 1. Morsell attacks the high leg of McCain. McCain too slow. Body bump and 1. 2-point game goes to 5 just like that because Duke can't guard guards. Duke can't guard guards. Now here, look, this is where I'm going to nitpick about foul calling. I've already said it a couple of times in this episode, but you call that and 1 to make it a 5-point game on a bump by McCain. You got to give Filipowski something right here. Like, this is not wall defense. Wall defense is straight up. He is hunched over. You cannot reward Cheeseburger over here reaching. He's got it. Body. Stay with it. Body. Should have been an and 1. Shire was asking for it. I mean, what the hell are we looking for? What are we looking for? Duke's trying to trap the ball screen, but Mark Mitchell doesn't get over the top. He's got to get higher than the ball handler if you want to trap ball screens. Power does his job. Power has the leverage of forcing him sideline and pushing him towards half court. Mitchell's got to make him keep going half court, but Mitchell doesn't seal off. So he goes by Mitchell. So now Duke's scrambling. But luckily, they scramble enough to where they can retreat back. But now it's one-on-one mismatch with TJ Power and a shooter. Hard shot. Does Duke get this rebound? I bet they don't. Tip out. Have a step too late. Flush. You know, like, it's the 50-50 balls that this Duke team cannot get in pivotal moments of games, and that's why they are not the Duke of Duke. When they lose, it's because of this shit right here. 4 guys in this picture in blue, 1 guy in red. Who comes down with it? That's a winning play by 34 to hit it out to Morsell. That's a winning play. And you know who's not a winner? Duke. Just absolutely sickening. Like, absolutely sickening. 1 possession game, 53-50. How bad do you want it? You don't. You don't. So frustrating. So frustrating. And that's not even the worst one yet. Here. Good defense. TJ Power, good help. 4-point game. Offense rebound. Dagger. Offensive rebound, dagger. Duke does it. You've seen Duke do it all year to teams. It's going to happen to Duke because when Duke gets popped in the mouth, they do not respond well. And we saw it last night. We saw it twice against UNC. Now you see it against NC State. Good block shot. Thought it was going to be more than that. Good defense. This is what my college coach always screamed at us about was don't try and block shots that have little chance of going in. And that's what Mark Mitchell does right here. Because what that does is result in 2 points by Mark Mitchell's guy. Burns has no chance of making this shot off his positioning. He's a left-handed shooter. He shoots with his left. He doesn't shoot with his right. So he doesn't shoot with his offhand. So the angle of this has no chance of going in. Mark Mitchell tries to block it anyways. Easy putback. That's all Mark Mitchell more than Duke's help the helper of like Jeremy Roach and them crashing. That's Mark Mitchell trying to block a shot that has no chance of going in. You got to know when to block shots and when not to. Good patience by Flip. I thought he could have got a foul there. Regardless, I mean, I think he got him with the body, but I'm nitpicking. Regardless, he had 4 blocks, so the guy played his tail off. And then here we go. Not getting back. Proctor, brother, you are a point guard. One guy's got to be back. One guy's got to be back on the missed shot. You're already backpedaling. Don't go up. Don't go up. Filipowski's right there. Instead, you get called transition. Get back. You're the point guard. You get back. No ifs, ands, or buts. Attack going downhill. Good play. Good finish. But now it's an 8-point game. Morsell, tough shot, tough runner. Look, like I said, high-level D1 guys are going to hit tough ones. It's the little things that why Duke lost this game. Not because Morsell hit that tough shot. Marksman Mitchell, it's a 3. Duke's down 7, plenty of time left. McCain, good pass. Way to go under control, Mitchell. 6-point game now. I think this is the play. That's the play of the game for me. Yeah, this is the play of the game. Down 6, under 4 just happened. How bad do you want it? You need to stop. You need to stop. Mark Mitchell, great defense. Great defense. Now, Filipowski, McCain, and then Mitchell's in the play now. One of you 3 got to get the offensive rebound or defensive rebound. Does not happen. One of you 3 need to get this ball right here. Filipowski, you got it. Grab the ball. You had 14 rebounds, should have had 15. I'm sorry, that's just the way it works. It's the way it works. Duke's down 8. Just and 1, but Proctor, like, relax, dude. Relax. What that pass? I mean, Mitchell, good catch, but I've never seen 2 passes that close to one another. Horn trying to go ISO up 5. Just in rhythm, just bouncing. Like, that's a tough shot, but when a shooter like that, a scorer like that is moving that smoothly, it's going in. He's backpedaling. He's setting up Mitchell. Tween, cross, pull up. I mean, that's a good play. It's a great play. Great individual play. Proctor, good finish. Duke's down 5 with 2:20 left. Minute 30 now. Get a stop. Can we get a stop? DJ Burns doing what he does. Duke still held him to 10 points. Held him to 10 points. Down 7. What the hell is that? Proctor, what the hell is that? What the hell are we doing? I mean, thank God Flip's there, but stop freaking out. Have composure. Have poise. And then Duke gets it right there. NC State trying to make it interesting late. It doesn't show the whole ending as TJ Power misses that 3, and that's basically the game. But look, Duke should have won this game if they played 75% effort on defense. They played arguably 50, maybe even less. NC State won the game. I'd argue Duke never showed up to DC at all. This film breakdown needs to be happening. It is happening right now, I can tell you, at Duke. But Roach said they're going to have a heart-to-heart after the game, or players-only meeting or whatever. Look, do what you need to do. Get in a fight. I don't care. Keep it between you two, or keep it between the locker room. Call people out. Make it uncomfortable, because Duke right now might drop to a 4 seed. And if that's the case, Duke loses to a 13 seed. That's not great. So get all your shit out now, because now March Madness is happening. And you got to lock the hell in, and you got to find it deep down of why this team should win past the first weekend. Because right now, I don't think they will. I don't think they will. And this whole season, I was like, this Duke team is slept on. I can see why people were sleeping on them, because they don't want it. So that being said, thank you guys for liking the videos, watching the videos, subscribing to the channel. It truly means a lot. And hopefully the next video breakdown that I do is a first round win, because I have a feeling it won't be.